and you'll know why. But I'll get a phone as soon as possible. But like, I wouldn't get a new phone during Mercury retrograde. You know what I mean? I wouldn't sign a lease or a contract at Mercury retrograde. That's me. But Mercury does go direct on, I believe, the 15th, right after Mother's Day in America. On a moon day, it goes direct. So it's only going to be like, I feel like those 2 weeks are going to be super intense, or 3 weeks, excuse me, from now, from the 20th to the 15th. I'm just feeling a lot of intense energy, and just the way Pam Gregory said it, she's kind of, whenever she doesn't hold back, and that's what I love about her. She kind of like gives this like, like I always say, gird your loins, like it's going to be some serious shit. And also remember that everybody's working from their own level of consciousness. So we're going to really need that angel of love energy, right? Like I'm wearing turquoise, but you can't tell here, but turquoise is good. Wear a lot of turquoise, rose quartz, things like that, like the angel of love card said. Just to remember to love everybody. And, they're like, yay, like, look at how happy they are. They just look so freaking happy. I can't stand it. I just love them so much. Okay, and then we will have the new moon in Taurus on May 19th, and then Gemini season is, so it's like basically the new moon and Gemini season from the 19th to the 21st in there somewhere, because I don't know exactly like the time exact how it is. Okay, so let's just focus on this moon cycle right now. We don't want to go any further ahead right now, because let's just take it one breath, one bite, one step at a time. And I feel like Spirit wanted me to say something. Oh, they wanted me to bring back up in the Six of Cups energy in the reverse when it said longing for a past that is gone. That's normal. They don't want you to feel bad about yourself. Even the Hangman is like, hey, he's number 12. I think it's interesting because we have 12 and 13 here because we had the death card. Where's she at? Is she in the back? Where's our death card? She's so pretty. Is she behind you? Oh, she's behind you. Ooh, do you feel that wind? Holy shit, man. Like, this is like some serious... Oh, they want me to read this. The back of it. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is where I love Spirit. So also when I was learning tarot on this deck, I wrote certain words and phrases. And I was going to say the death card is Scorpio. So interesting that our full moon in Scorpio. We'll get to that. But so... the keywords are inevitability, transformation, change, rebirth, transition, the death card, right? And then lack of sympathy, resisting transformation, inability to deal with grief. Yeah. Don't keep something that isn't yours anymore, because when you covet death, that's all you're going to get in return is death, right? Because we're not here to covet death. We're here to be here in cycles of birth and rebirth. Do you have any more spiritual, any more messages? Okay. I almost feel like they want to end with these guys, and I don't know how they want me to do it. Hold on one second. Okay, so they asked me to read this really quickly. So take a screenshot of this as well, and like work with these images. I'm going to kind of go down a little bit so you can get a little more of the detail. And then you can always play with your phone, and how to get it the way you need it. Okay. So the keywords of the Hangman are contemplation, patience, endurance, surrender, and devotion. They want you to surrender your past and be devoted to your present so that your future can arrive. Does that make any sense? It says, in a period of waiting, Ponder surrenders to a calm disposition of contemplation while hanging by his tail from a tree branch. The stars he's balancing are symbols of his spiritual development and higher wisdom. He sees the world from a new angle and grows more accepting of simply what is. Gifted with patience, Ponder holds a fresh perspective, moving beyond his once limited consciousness. It's also on page 11. Okay, so it says, stop and change the tempo. Relax and reflect as you sort through thoughts and ideas, which in turn will help you find a new way to deal with the situation. Let go of old patterns that get you nowhere. And interesting, they have him in the reverse position right now. Remember, he was upright because, but look at how he's like kind of balancing like on his tail on one foot. He's almost like Zen, like a mythical, Buddha. You know what I'm saying? Do you see that? Like, that's how I feel like they want you to see yourself, is like this kind of mythical Buddha that's like floating in the air. Because the reverse, it says loss of perspective, arrogance, and wasted efforts. For some of you, you're wasting your time and your energy, and you just keep wasting your time and your energy. And they're like, aren't you sick of it? Aren't you tired? Don't you want something new? You deserve better. You deserve better. And death is going to bring you there. And interesting that they talked in here about the stars. And do you notice how the hangman is juggling stars? And then in here, going into the galaxy, you know, she's got a star. So, you know, these aren't accidents, you guys. We're the stars. But other people can't follow our lead if we don't, you know, put it out there. Also, for some of you who are musicians, and I'm getting a lot of like artistry, this light, like, look at how each card there's light somehow, or even like here, this illumination. Before, I always wondered what that was. I always thought it was like a kind of a patch of mud, but I'm getting like this, like water and reflection. I don't know if that means anything. Wow, this is going really deep. Okay, do we want any more cards? Just when I think this reading is done. But you know what? People will either stay for the whole thing, or they'll only come for the messages that they need. That's what these are all about. Do we have any more messages, Spirit? Okay, you guys. All right, those are our messages. That was our last little bit from Spirit. Until next time, take really good care of yourselves and each other. Please move slowly. Go slowly. Measure 2 times, 3 times, 4 times before you cut, right? That old saying, measure twice, cut once. Keep that in mind. Mercury retrograde can be your friend. Research Mercury retrograde. Find out exactly what a Mercury retrograde is if you don't know, so that you can understand it. You know, like I said, my husband's a triple Gemini. Mercury is his ruling planet. He does very well during this time, as long as he doesn't try and, you know, move too fast or go, you know, but he's naturally really slow, but he's an air sign, right? So we're still in fire. We're in a fire moon, which is emotions. Moon's all about our emotions. So, you know, work with the fire energy. Look at these cards keep moving by themselves. Like, that's fucking crazy. I love it though. It's amazing. I love you, Spirit, right? It's like, I feel like it came forward to like show you, right? Like, and some of you, it's time for you to come out of the light and go into the darkness, because in darkness and in shadow is where we find the answers that we've been looking for, right? And I love how the hangman's kind of like on their own. I mean, each of them, you know, are on their own, but there's something about this one right here. And on this one, the death card, they're riding the bat, so you might want to work with the bat spirit animal. But then also over here, the mermaid, she's got 2 mer bunnies, so you may want to work with the bunny spirit animal as well during this time, because bunnies represent fear as well. So you may want to work with the bunny and the bat while you're working with your shadow. Okay. So lots of messages, lots of homework, lots of things to work through. I hope this helped you in any way. And until next time, take really good care of yourselves and each other. And don't forget that you have friends and community, and you are a magician. Let go of that which no longer serves you. Let death guide you into your new life, where you will be so happy. And by the time this moon cycle ends, you'll be out of the darkness and into the light and into your new life. I guarantee it. I love you so much. Blessed be. Oh, Spirit loves you too.